بس كنت عايزة أعرف يعني أحدث البيانات أو المعلومات عن عدد السياح الهنديين اللي بيزوروا مصر بعد حادثة الطائرة الروسية اللي مات فيها أكتر من 224 واحد، وعايزة أعرف هي اتأثرت ولا لا، وهل كان في ما سمعناش عن حظر من الهند السياحة الهندية وعددها والتوقعات بحجم العدد السياح اللي هيجوا مصر في الفترة اللي جاية.
Mr. Ambassador, she is talking about the tourism sector. She wanted to know if there is a ban that was put by India after the air crash that happened for the Russian plane in Egypt in Shmsiyة. Does this affect the number of tourists coming to Egypt from India, and what are your expectations in this regard?
There is no ban from India that has been placed in the past or at any time regarding the visit of tourists to any country, to Egypt certainly not. Tourism is something that is dependent on the attractions that a tourist feels that he would like to visit and the costs and the circumstances. We have always believed that Egypt is a beautiful country with many tourist attractions and wonderful people. The number of tourists that travel out of India to the rest of the world is not very large. But the number of people who come to Egypt is not very large either. We would certainly like to see more Indians come to Egypt, and also more Egyptians coming to India, both ways, because we are also a very beautiful country and have a lot of Oh yes, yeah, we do. The number of Indian tourists who come to Egypt at present is roughly about 60,000 and growing.
Okay, and growing.
One question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
أترجم لكم؟ أوكي.
60,000 سائح.
هو معلش سفير، ما فيش أي حظر اتحط من الهند على مصر، وعمره ما كان محطوط حظر على مصر من أي نوع. إن السائح الهندي بيعتمد على المواقع السياحية المصرية، السعر، وإن مصر بلد جميلة وشعبها شعب جميل. في 60,000 سائح حاليا بيجوا مصر من الهند، وهو بيتوقع إن يبقى في زيارات مقبلة إن شاء الله، ويبقى في تبادل سياحي ما بين البلدين، كمان مصريين يزوروا الهند.
تمام.
أنا كنت عايز أسأله عن المشروعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة عندهم تحتل نسبة كام من المشروعات الكبرى. كنت عايز أعرف ممكن في تعاون بين مصر يعني الحكومة المسؤولين سواء كانت بنوك أو مؤسسات في نقل التجربة الهندية لمصر في المشروعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة في التكنولوجيا.
Yes. The question, Mr. Ambassador, is about the SME sector and the percentage of SME sectors in the whole GDP and all the projects that are happening in India, which is, I think it's a very difficult one. And the other thing, are there any initiatives that are undertaken now from both governments, from both sides, to transfer the technology and the know-how of India in this important sector to Egypt?
The SME sector in India is the core and the backbone of Indian industry, of Indian manufacturing. Indian industry has developed and grown on the basis of continuous innovation in the SME sector. So SME sector not only feeds direct to the consumer, but it also feeds larger industry. So it's a very close and interconnected area. As regards the cooperation between India and Egypt, we actually do have a memorandum of understanding for cooperation in the field of SMEs. What we do under this MOU is to provide for capacity building and to look at the areas where we can expand tangible cooperation. There are two particular projects that India is taking up under this particular cooperation. The first is a vocational training center in the textile industry, which is being set up in Egypt. And the second is for a small-scale solar power project which is being established in Matru province.
يبقى بالنسبة للتعاون في قطاع الصناعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة، الهند بيعتبر فيها التعاون في الصناعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة تعتبر أساسية وأساس الصناعات في الهند. الصناعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة مش بس بتبيع للمستهلك مباشرة، ولكن بتعتمد عليها الشركات الكبرى في الإنتاج، يعني هي الشركات مغذية للشركات الكبرى. هم عندهم اتفاقية تعاون مع الحكومة المصرية لتبادل الخبرات في قطاع المشروعات الصغيرة والمتوسطة ولبناء القدرات البشرية. المشروعين دول بيتلخصوا في مشروع في التريننج سنتر أو مركز تدريب في مجال النسيج في مصر اوريدي بيعمل دلوقتي، ومشروع تاني في مجال الطاقة الشمسية الطاقة الشمسية وبرضو بيعمل في مصر حاليا.
And I would wish to add that the India-Egypt Business Council that met recently in Delhi and which will meet again in Cairo in the month of January-February will be looking at concrete cooperation projects between Indian and Egyptian industry in the SME sector. This is a focus area for them.
هو مجلس الأعمال المصري الهندي اللي هو اجتمع في نيو دلهي من فترة، وهيجتمع في مصر إن شاء الله في يناير أو فبراير القادمين. هيبص لمشروعات أكثر تحديدا في هذا المجال، وهيحط خطة للعمل فيها.
I'll take the next question.
It's only one question.
One.
She needs to know the value of the projects if they have a value.
I don't have.
جريدة الفجر أستاذ عادل حمودة، لو سمحت احنا كنا بنسأل إن الهند متفوقة في اللحوم وصناعة اللحوم، هل في وزارة التموين خصوصا إن هي بتحاول إن هي توفر اللحوم بدعم من المواطن، فهل في تعاون في هذا المجال مع الهند؟
He is saying that India is well known for meat production and Egypt has a shortage in meat, so if there is any cooperation in this regard, especially with the Ministry of Internal Trade.
Meat is one of the major exports from India into Egypt. As you know, India is the global leader in the export of meat and is in the top position globally. Our meat is very good, and we have had cooperation with the Egyptian side regarding the testing and inspection so that the proper meat can come to Egypt. We see great opportunities in this for further expansion, and we are happy to continue this.
No, خلاص Mr. Ambassador, he needs to go. هو I will translate only this question because Mr. Ambassador, his time is very precious and we cannot keep him. احنا هم من اكبر الدول المصدرة للحوم على مستوى العالم، وفي عايزين يتعاونوا مع مصر. هم بيتعاونوا مع مصر دلوقتي في مجال التحليل للحوم تطهيرها وتنقيتها تمهيدا لدخولها للسوق المصري، وفي فرصة كبيرة للدعم. Okay, so they all have one question regarding the Indian projects in the Suez Canal zone. Are you as India interested to cooperate in logistics, transportation, and
because we know the master plan is finished, so any intention to enter new projects, and how much is the project?
So far as the Suez Canal development zone is concerned, India is very excited that the Suez Canal project was completed in record time. India also believes that the Suez Canal is not just an artery for transport, but has the potential to become a hub for manufacture and logistics, not just for Egypt, but for the region itself. India would be very interested in joining in the development of such projects. India, as you know, already has a very large number of investments, many of which are in the areas that are bordering the Suez Canal, For instance, we have over $1.5 billion worth of investments in Port Said alone. Port Said is the largest center of Indian investments right next to the Suez Canal. We have very large investments, particularly in the textiles and garments areas in Ismailia, and also chemicals and other in Suez. So the Indian presence is already very large. As regards the master plan, we have, this was discussed at the leadership level. We are waiting for this, the Egyptian side to share with us the master plan, so that, and we've asked the Egyptian side to do a presentation on the Suez Canal Development Zone master plan with Indian industry. Because once Indian industry is made aware of what the plans are, only then will they be in a position to take a decision of what they would wish to be associated with. In general, India looks forward to the development of this zone and wishes to be a partner.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you.
بالنسبة للتعاون في مشروع قناة السويس ومنطقة تنمية قناة السويس، طبعا الهند مهتمة جدا بالتعاون مع المنطقة. هم شايفين ان قناة السويس دي مش مجرد مجرى ملاحي، ولكن دي هاب للتجارة الدولية ولللوجيستكس واللوجستيات والمانيفاكتشرينج. هم عندهم اوريدي استثمارات $1.5 بليون في بورسعيد، وفي مجال النسيج وفي مجال الكيماويات. وهم منتظرين من الحكومة المصرية ان هي تعرض عليهم الماستر بلان وتقول ايه البروجكتس عشان الهند تمهيدا ان الهند تبتدي تدرس وتدخل، لكن هم مهتمين جدا بالتعامل والدخول. شكرا. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much.